Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com. I'm their first impressions gameplay video for WarStory, Europe in Flames, a 2D browser-based strategy MMORPG published by Game. I'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out and make some comments. If you guys want to play WarStory or just learn more about it, do check it out full review on the link below. And I know what you're thinking, another browser-based strategy game, but no, this is a Western developed game. It's published by Bigpoint, but it was developed by Chimera Entertainment, a German video game developer. And it's pretty interesting because it's a strategy game, but it's not like Evany. Gasp. So let's go ahead and check it out. Welcome, Commander. I think it's a mixed-up picture of you over here. So I get to choose my name over here. I can choose Create My Commander. That guy looks pretty rugged. That guy looks pretty badass. Let's see. This guy looks like a boss. We're gonna go with him. And let's go ahead and name myself Remote and click Check over here. U.S. Army or Rot Army, which is basically the Soviets or the United States. I'm gonna go with the United States though. And this game is pretty original because I'll explain what I actually get in actually, but for now let's go with this guy and let's click the check mark. And choose a starting point. I can start in the landing zone of Normandy, landing zone of southern France, or Italy. I'm going to go with southern France for now though. Alright, well done, Commander, and let's go and click check over here. The game is actually a tutorial aspect to it, which I've already completed, which you can actually complete before you start the game and make your own account. It's a World War II themed strategy MMO, and that's also a pretty original setting because most of these strategy games are set in a fancy environment where you got knights, archers, and things like that. So the map of Europe you can see over here. The goal of the Allies is to, of course, capture Berlin, but the unique aspect of this game is that nobody actually plays Berlin. Berlin is played by computers, so it's a massively multiplayer game, but everybody just is teaming up against an AI controlled computer. So it's really just a big co-op game. So you can see the map of Europe over here. Let's click check mark over here. I don't need a tutorial. So it looks like I can do my own thing right away. Let's go ahead and click on center on my convoy. Yep, this is my region view right now, and I just zoomed in a bit further. Click check over here. And you can see this is where my headquarters is right now. And all these cities over here have already been liberated because I just, I just made my account, but the game has been going on for a while. I'm sure, when the game ends, it'll reset or something, and they'll do more development for the game. But you can see some of my resources at the top, and I'll explain a little bit more about that later. I am on the ship over here, the LZ France, and I can go ahead and, for now, the core gameplay in WarStory is I can go and click these buttons over here, list of missions, and I can start doing missions to improve my army. Close that out for now. And what missions do is they give you rewards for completing various tasks, and eventually you can start helping your team and your faction to take down Berlin and start capturing cities on your own. But early on, there's not really much to do besides doing some of these scout reports. So let's go ahead and do one of these scout reports and click this button over here. So every once in a while, actually every 2 hours, I can have my scout get me some reports. And what the reports do are, they're basically missions. And the way the missions are generated is every time I do it, they just generate random missions for me. And you have a chance of getting rare missions, and the rarer missions and the more difficult missions give you better rewards. I'm not sure what army I start with right now, but we'll see what happens when I start battling. So this one is rated easy over here. My rewards are located down over here. Influence used to you can purchase stuff in the game shop. It's basically the currency. The gold is the premium currency. It's called favors, it's called. But the thing is, you get the premium currency for doing missions too, so it's not like only available to paying users. So let's go and click this button over here to prepare for the mission. And when you see WarStory, compare it against Evany and Kingory, Empirecraft, and all these Chinese-developed browser-based games. This is a Western-developed game, so you can see the differences right away in terms of visual, actual quality for the art styles too. It's distinct and different. And the game actually uses Microsoft Silverlight, which you do need to install when you first play the game. So prepare for battle, I don't need your help. What you can do right away is click automatic preparation, which I'm going to do right now. It's going to equip all my troops for me. In this battle, I can only use 3 different squads. And if I click on, let's say, the tanks over here, you can see these are my 4 units I have right now. I can only equip 3 of them at once. You can actually equip your tanks as well. And using, fielding the tank costs 9 fuel for me. You can see my fuel at the top though. I have plenty of fuel, so it's not a big deal. So let's go and click the start mission button, and I can show you the core gameplay in WarStory. And it's different. I'll tell you that. I'll show what it is over here. Prepare for battle. You can see my troops over here versus his troops, and the goal is basically to eliminate the other team. And let's go send these guys over here, and let's send this army over here. You know what? Let's send everything over here and see what happens. You know what? I'll let these 2 guys go over here, and I'm gonna use this army over here to flank him. You'll see what I mean in a second. So there's a frontal confrontation going on over there. These guys are coming from the left side, and I was about to flank him, but he ran away. So let these guys run over here again, and let me get chill over here. And the way it works is these bases, the longer you stand on them, the higher the number gets, and the higher the number gets, the more fortified it is. Right now, I'm gonna get flanked because he's got 2 guys coming from here and 1 guy over here. My guys are gonna get owned, and when they're getting flanked, my guys will take more damage. When the little blue thing over the head runs out, it's game over. These guys are going to go ahead and try. Now it's not flanked anymore because I killed the tank over here. But my armies are getting pretty weak, and this is a pretty easy mission, so that shouldn't really happen. But now that I got one army behind them and one army in front of them, let's send this army. Ooh, this person got to go over here. What is this person doing? And I'll show what happens right now. Basically, their army is caught between my tank and my soldiers over here, and it results in a crossfire, which instantly kills the enemies. So the goal of the game is to eliminate the enemies, and there's actually a lot of strategy involved. Not so much strategy, but just quick finger movements and quick thinking. The early missions are, of course, very easy, and I'm surprised I did this poorly. I got a C on it. But you can see my units over here, my battle performance, quick check mark over here. And I got support package 1 out of 5. And I'm not sure what this does. All units and offices are restored. So right after battle, all my units got healed. This doesn't normally happen. It's only for the first like 5 missions of the game. And after that, your units don't heal automatically. You have to spend some of your influence points healing them or waiting for it, because every couple hours they heal automatically on their own. Which is why the game sort of restricts how much you can play. And that's actually very common amongst Western developed games. I mean, you can't play these games all the time because, you know, either if they keep spending money in the game to keep playing, or you have to just wait till your units cool down and they heal up on their own. But I got rewards over here. I got this bomb over here from I got some cheap M60 napalm shells. Cheap shells for the win. So let's go and do another scout target mission. There are war target missions as well, and these are more difficult missions. They can actually contribute to taking down enemy cities in the game. Again, these are more difficult, so I don't want to do these right now. Let's see if I have any right now even. I think from where I am located in the game right now in the LZ France, there's no war missions for me to do. War targets. I can go to high command missions as well, and these are more special missions for me, and it costs money to do some of these missions, it looks like. Upgrade convoy, and it costs 1,500 favor. I actually have enough points for it. Defeat all opponents to do this, and it's easy rank, so let's see if I can go ahead and do this. I can go ahead and get an upgrade for doing this too. Let's go upgrade my mechanics for doing this, and let's go ahead and try this. And let's see what happens. Your company is at the location. I can't even do this mission because my company is not at the right place to do it. And I'll show you what that means in a second. See, this is my base over here, but I can relocate. Let's click over here. This is one city that my faction already captured. You can see this guy over here, Faso Chromis, or whatever his name is. He's got 12,000 battle points over here. It means he contributed almost all of the win for this battle. I mean, not all of it, but he contributed the most. So let's see if we can go over here. We can click travels, and we can click this over here. I can pay for my travels, and bam! My army is being relocated from the LZ France to Marseille over here, which I guess is a city in southern France over here. Close that out for now. It'll take a few seconds to get there. The longer your units are traveling, the more time it'll take. Let's see how long it will get to Nice. It's actually, I like to pronounce it nice, but I'm sure French people will get mad. I think it's pronounced Nice. So let's go to travels again, and going over here will take, let's see how long. Well, my guys are going over there, and it's going to take 2 hours. So we're not going to wait for that. Let's go ahead and close this for now. And close that nonsense out. And let's go ahead and do another scout mission for now. And there is a persistent world over here. I mean, this is a... Let's go zoom out again back to Europe over here. This is the state of the war right now. Germany is huge, of course, but they are AI controlled. On the other side over here, the Eastern Front, you can see Russia over here. I could have played as the Russians, and the Russians have their own unique tanks, their own supplies, and things like that. And together you have to work on taking down the Germans. And I'm still pretty surprised by the game because you're not really playing against your opponents, but rather working with them. Of course, you can compete on who gets the most points, on taking over cities, who's got the biggest armies, and things like that. But I'm surprised there's no actual PvP between players. I'm sure they'll add that later on, though. I don't see why they wouldn't. Check mark over there. Let's see, we got supply over here. You can buy and sell equipment for your individual soldiers, and you can actually equip individual soldiers too. So let's go ahead and close this nonsense out for now because I don't have a lot of money. Though I actually have 502 to start with. Let's see what this one does over here. Corporal's Medical Backpack. And you can equip those on your soldiers, but let's go ahead and do another actual scouts report. This is what you'll be doing most of the time early on to just get new units, get experience, and things like that. And as you get experience in the game and you keep winning these missions, your individual soldiers themselves will actually level up. And that's pretty cool too, because each individual unit that you have levels up on its own, as well as your heroes. The game is a hero system as well. I'll show you that in a second. So let's go and do this scout mission. It looks pretty easy again, and let's click prepare mission. Of course, if you pay a little bit of cash, you get some bonuses over here. But we're not going to go ahead and do that for now. That'll actually extend the time you have to do these missions. I only have 2 hours to do these, otherwise these will go away forever. And every once in a while, like I said, you can get rare missions, which give better rewards. And if sometimes you don't want to automatically, assign your units, you want to pick the units manually. So I'm going to go ahead and equip this tank over here. And let's see what I got for him. I got some basic M2 turret over there. So let's go ahead and equip that on him. He's got 100 bonus HP. Go ahead and check that guy over there. Let's go equip my lead hero over here, John Brown. He's got special ability too. So depending on what hero you have, they actually have different abilities. And again, the heroes themselves level up too, so you can get more abilities later on. There's a lot of customization in the game on what you can equip to your soldiers, and as your soldiers level up, they get better. He's got 404 XP till he gets to level 2. Let's go equip a Jeep. Beep beep, I'm a Jeep. Let's go equip that guy. Let's get my GIs over here. Do I have any equipment for them? Nope, not yet. So let's go ahead and start this battle again. Start mission. If you pay money, of course, you actually get bonuses for these missions. But the thing is, though, the actual cash shop isn't imbalanced, because I complain about cash shops in Evany and games like that, because the cash shop is purely imbalanced in those games, because you have a distinct advantage against other players when you spend money. Here you have an advantage against an AI-controlled enemy, so it's not really a big deal. So let's see what happens over here. Let's send my troops over here, send these guys over here, and let's go ahead and take this base. I should be attacking from 2 fronts over here, so it should count as a flank, but we'll see what happens right now. And we're going to get our flank off. Yeah, boy, flank attack. And they're both retreating right now, because the computer does not want to fight in a flank situation. So let's run over here. And the actual battlefields change on occasion. This is just the first few right now. Let's see. He's going to be attacking me right now. Oh, we want to run away now. Let's get out of here for now. I want to be able to flank him to fight him, because it's not worth fighting if I don't flank him. You know what? I'm going to take him down anyway, the brute force way. If I click Blitzkrieg over here, and bam, we got Blitzkrieg. What Blitzkrieg does, I'm not 100% sure, right? I'm not sure what the ability does, so... But we went ahead and did it. So let's go attack this base right now, just to show you what this flag number over here means. Now, basically, as this flag number is up, it's basically the cover. All the units in this city over here has cover of 300 points, but now it's down to 230 because I'm attacking him. When this cover goes down, they'll start losing HP much faster. You can still kill them while they're under cover, but they have much more armor and things like that. And there's a lot of little things involved in the game. My score is not going to be so good. Battle performance, 328. And depending on how well you do and how quickly you end the game, you have higher battle performance. And higher battle performance gives you better rewards. So let's close this out over here. And I find this game interesting because it's not that popular yet, because again, it's in open beta right now. But as I'm doing this video, it's in open beta. But it's actually different than other strategy games out there. And you know what? I'm all about variety, because, you know, a lot of the 3D fantasy MMORPGs I review are very similar. I've looked at very similar Evany clones, you know, Tribal Wars, those kind of games. So this game is definitely different because you're playing against, you know, cooperatively against an AI. And I think that aspect of the game alone, you know, helps differentiate WarStory from all the other browser games out there. Though if you don't like these strategy games, you're not going to like WarStory, though. It plays a lot different than Evany and those kind of games. Because there's less resource management, but actual playing the game, you know. Because in Evany, you know, those kind of Astro Empires, even O-Game, there's so much resource management. Over here, it's more about actually playing the game. So let's go ahead and do another mission over here. What is patrol mission over here? Let's try this. I have not done one of these yet, so I only get 2 squads over here. I'm gonna let it auto equip for now. Though I prefer to have. We'll take my GIs and see what's up. I apparently completed my mission like that. That was apparently a very easy mission. I did absolutely nothing, and bam, I got it. And my resources will drain as I do battles, because, you know, if I even going into one battle requires rations and oil for my tanks and things like that, my munitions too. So you can't keep playing the game like I said, and your individual units actually don't get repaired after battle normally. It's only in the first few missions they do get repaired. And you have to spend your influence points that you get for winning these battles to actually repair them, or you have the option of waiting 2 hours to do it. So, and if your hero dies, you gotta wait a while for him to resurrect too. Which is why you can't keep playing the game like I said. You play for like an hour here, like 30 minutes there, and then you're done for now. So let's see what's going on again. We have the same style of map right now. So let's send these guys up over here. And let's see if I can win it this time. They are, wow. I meant to send this guy over here. My guys need to retreat. Let's go, let's get out of here for now. I am gonna get ganked over here. Let's see. We got, what is this over here? We got this ability. What does that do? Let's go and use that on them. And it's hurting their flag points over here, their cover points. So if I had a faster unit, the ideal movement right now would be for me to send a Jeep or something right up over here to take this base, right over here to take this base, and go right behind them. Because when you get them that pincer, when you got a unit behind them and ahead of them, they die instantly. Which, I'm not sure if that's really fair. I think that's like the one weird aspect of the game that I really can't get over. Because if you catch them in a pincer, they just die. And there's nothing they can do. Even if you catch like 30 tanks in between 2 soldiers, they just die. They just die like that, which is pretty random. But it makes, I'm getting flanked right now, so I'm not doing so hot, but this is an easy rated mission, so I can pretty much win just doing absolutely nothing. Though the missions will get a lot harder later on. You can't just, you know, screw around and expect to win. Though if you know what you're doing and you know the strategy in the game, once you master, you know, what you need to do, you can actually win very easily by catching them in the pincer. Though once the missions get to really hard levels, the AI doesn't let you catch them in those, you know, very, you know, vulnerable points like flanks and stuff like that. So we got to see again. I've yet to get higher in the sea, I don't think. So I got another support package. This is probably the last one I will be getting. But you can see my scout reports over here. So the game is broken down to these scout reports, these war targets, and high command missions. And the ultimate purpose of the game is to get a big enough army and eventually be the first in Berlin and do the most damage possible. But anyway guys, I am running out of time. If you guys do want to play WarStory or just learn more about it, do check it out for a review on the link below. Anyway guys, later.